Good morning, I'm Meteorologist Chita Craft. So we are getting this information to you as fast as we possibly can. We do have, from the disturbance that we've been tracking over the past several days, we have Tropical Storm Barry. So the National Hurricane Center has now deemed this as a tropical storm. The reason why, our hurricane recon planes were just flying in. They were investigating this, and they were really getting max wind speeds. Now, even though they were across a broad circulation up to about 65 miles per hour. So definitely the wind speeds are where the tropical storm strength status is. They found that closed low circulation at the surface. That's what we've been waiting to see as well. All things coming together. If anything, it's a little ahead of schedule. What that means is it's gaining strength, organization even faster. Now, the track has not changed. So the key for Houston residents and Texas residents, track has not changed. Track is still east of that Texas-Louisiana border. So I'm going to put this into a little simple context here. There's our line between the Texas-Louisiana border. Again, Houston and pretty much all of southeast Texas are out of the cone of uncertainty from the National Hurricane Center. This is to tell you and inform you that we are dealing with now Tropical Storm Barry. So this is a named storm, and it won't lose its name. In fact, we're expecting this to gain to hurricane status before making landfall. The only thing that they've also tweaked for the National Hurricane Center has, notice right at landfall at this point, it's supposed to become a Category 1 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 75 miles per hour. Remember, over that 74 mark, that's where we've got a Cat 1 hurricane. So now we're expecting this to remain as a tropical storm through tomorrow evening, so through Friday night, then overnight into Saturday morning, develops into a hurricane. Models have been trending landfall a little bit earlier than what was previously expected. Today they were expecting landfall or early afternoon Saturday. It looks like this could be an early to maybe a midday event now Saturday. So we're going to continue to watch that. If anything, though, this should indicate better news as far as the strength and intensity. The longer this storm stays over the open Gulf waters, how warm and atmospheric conditions really conducive for giving this a lot of strength. This is good news. You want that to be short-lived before landfall. That'll help to at least keep it at that strength. If this set over open waters for a little bit longer, we could be dealing with even a stronger hurricane than that. So again, to reiterate, if you're just tuning in, the big change is we have a tropical storm on our hands. The track is no different from what we said this morning and even at 10 o'clock last night. Track is still pretty confident. We're gaining a lot more confidence here as far as where landfall is going to be, right through the central part of the Louisiana coastline. This keeps the abundance of moisture, and when I say that, life-threatening rain is possible this Saturday and Sunday, beginning as early as tomorrow in the New Orleans, Baton Rouge area, and that is including the entire Louisiana coastline. So we'll continue to monitor that. For here, locally, we'll be talking about a few showers, a few thunderstorms by the afternoon, and continuing that trend through the weekend. Let's talk rainfall amounts. Again, not much has changed with the intensity as far as landfall goes. Still expected to be a Category 1 hurricane upon landfall, maybe Saturday morning midday as that timeline's pushed up a little. Max between about 10 to potentially even 20 inches of rain across portions of Louisiana. Again, when you look at that nice line between the Texas-Louisiana border there, notice we're talking half to an inch and a half of rain on the Texas side, more again those 10 to 20 inch amounts once you head over to the Louisiana side. So while this is the best scenario, the best news that Houston and Southeast Texas residents could receive today, we're really bracing for severe conditions across portions of Louisiana. Let's take you into this evening. Notice how some of these showers and a few thunderstorms start to become a little bit more widespread. Overnight tonight, we quiet things down for your early Friday. Let's broaden out the scope. So future track is one model indicating the rain chances here. So this is tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock. Watch how this counterclockwise spin starts to become a lot more organized the earlier that we get into Saturday. You'll notice that even by 5 a.m. Now notice this has shifted a little bit as well. We're looking at, again, slightly earlier times with our potential landfall. That's 9:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. Rainfall estimates, though, just about the same, still at that Cat 1 strength. Taking you through Saturday, 10 p.m. Nice little trough to our north helps to tug on this, lift it a little further northward. What I'm tracking right now, okay, tropical moisture wrapping around that area, that now tropical storm, so now tropical storm Barry. But because of the counterclockwise circulation, some of those thunderstorms already starting to feed into the coastline of Louisiana. That's pretty much what happened yesterday. Here we are dry. We'll probably see our best rain chance after about 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let's talk about winds. So we're talking heavy rain potential. We're talking about strong winds associated with the Cat 1 hurricane, and of course the storm surge along with it. But even Saturday, 4 o'clock, after tropical storm, or which will become Hurricane Barry, makes landfall, notice these winds wrapping around. We're still looking at winds up to about 40, 50, 60 miles per hour, and that's well after landfall once it works its way inland. Take note, though, even again from the Texas-Louisiana border here locally, we are looking at winds up to about 25, 30, maybe 35 miles per hour. So breezy to gusty conditions Saturday and maybe into Sunday morning. But this is the key takeaway. This little trough, this picks up Hurricane Barry, continues to lift it on northward right through the state of Louisiana and leaving us with minimal impacts on the western fringe. So 95 this afternoon, mid to low 90s through the remainder of the upcoming weekend. I dropped the rain chances just a bit to kind of give us a middle ground, an average there of about a 40% chance. And one last look at the track in case you missed this. The latest information from the National Hurricane Center, we have Tropical Storm Barry on hand. We knew that we were going to have a tropical depression today, but this is running a little bit earlier than expected as far as the tropical storm status. And I apologize, this is freezing for some reason. But bottom line, Tropical Storm Barry here we go. Tropical Storm Barry did develop here just over the past 10 minutes. This is the latest 10 a.m. advisory for you. So it's taken the disturbance that was sitting in the open Gulf waters to now there's the tropical storm status. Barry continues to remain as a tropical storm until Saturday morning, just briefly before landfall, expected to become a Category 1 hurricane right through the centralmost portion of Louisiana, right along the coastline there. Already under watches and warnings as that continues to move northward. So major life-threatening impacts here along the Louisiana coastline. Here locally, that keeps us on the drier side with minimal impacts. If anything changes, we are going to stream this live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and of course we'll break into Channel 11 if we need to. So any more updates to come, of course, we will let you know.